Hello everyone, welcome to Urbanscape Bangalore. And in today's episode, we will be learning about this particular tropical plant named Heliconia Psittacorum. So, this is a tropical plant, as I mentioned earlier, and it does not tolerate cold climates. So, I will tell you how to take care of this for people living in cold areas. And the care of this is quite simple. So first let us talk about the propagation. So I had propagated this plant using a tuber. So I'd got this tuber from Kerala and I had just planted one tuber and see how many plants have come up. So it's beautiful and it's grown this big. And you can see three flowers actually on this particular plant. Last year I just got one because it was just growing. So now I think it's quite evolved and it's giving out more flowers. So I'm really happy about that. So this is found in yellow, orange and red colors. So the red color variety also looks really beautiful. It has red and it has red bracts, and this is actually a bract and not a flower. This is the flower with the black tip that you see here. So it contains a lot of nectar, and the hummingbirds love this particular flower because they can put their long beaks into this flower and take out the nectar. The bees also love it. So yeah, it's a beautiful plant. And then about its care, firstly, sunlight. It requires part shade conditions, as in it loves part shade conditions. You might be wondering that okay, these are flower producing plants, so it must be loving full sunlight areas, but actually that is wrong. If you keep it under full sun, the leaves turn yellow in color, and they do not produce much of flowers actually. So keep it most probably near a west facing window or a patio or a window sill, wherever you would like it to be. And in the east it would generally not produce too much of flowers because it requires it requires a definite amount of sunlight. Not that it does not require sunlight at all. So a west facing side would be ideal for this particular plant. So you can see the leaves are plantainy, so it belongs to the plantain family. So the heliconias, you would have seen a common heliconia, that is the parrot beak heliconia that just droops down. So this is another variety of it, Heliconia Psittacorum. And about watering, it loves being soaked in water, so keep the soil consistently wet. It loves well drained soil, and maybe once in a month fertilize it with DAP or with compost, fresh compost. It will do really well. I have actually underplanted it with some syngoniums and some begonias. So when it is not flowering, actually these would prop it up. I want the begonias to actually spread, and but it's only restricted itself to this area, so I need to do something about it. So forget about the begonia, let's talk about the heliconia. So apart from this, what did I forget? So the watering is done, the soil is done, the sunlight is done. Yes, the most important aspect of this plant is that once the flower is done, as in it wilts and it dies, you will have to cut back. So cut it back till here, till this point where it is meeting the soil. Do not worry, because once this plant gives out this flower and this flower is done, then it will not flower again, so there's no point, it's just dead weight. So allow the other smaller plants like these to grow by cutting off this plant, and these will give out new flowers. So keep doing that. See here, I have done it. I've cut back over here, and because of which I've got these beautiful flowers. So always cut back those shoots which have already given out flowers. This really helps in the plant producing more flowers. This is not, it is not really affected by pests. It is quite resistant, but then here and there you might have some slug issues, so you might have to take care of it. I do not have slugs, so I really don't know, but then there might be aphid issues as well, so use a neem based oil or a neem based pesticide to get rid of that. So thank you for watching. If you have more queries, you can drop a comment below, or you can write an email to indiahomegardening@gmail.com. Thank you for watching Urbanscape Bangalore. Please subscribe.